Right now, there are new details on the manhunt for a mass shooter in Maine, what survivors are saying about the attack. Also, Madison police are investigating after a person is shot on the city's south side. You're watching News 3 Now at noon. Good afternoon, I'm Mark Kane. Thanks for joining us. We're going to start with the weather, where despite the cloudy, wet conditions, temperatures still remain unseasonably warm, but those temperatures will soon be much colder for the weekend. Let's head over to the Weather Center. Meteorologist Jacob Madison has a look at your certified most accurate forecast. Yeah, you're absolutely right. We're going to see a big change in temperatures over the weekend, but right now we are still dealing with rain, and currently there is plenty of it. More consistent rain is moving into Dane County. Right now, the heaviest in Dane County looks to be right around Verona, Fitchburg, kind of moving north-northeast towards the Madison downtown area. There's also plenty of rain to the southwest of that across portions of Grant, Iowa, and Lafayette counties. So for those of you in Dane County, expect to see the rain last for definitely the next couple of hours, but we are going to continue to see more on and off rain throughout the evening and overnight. Now, during the overnight hours, it's going to be a little bit more broken up, but I'd still expect to see some scattered showers and maybe even a few storms throughout the overnight hours into tomorrow morning. Now, looking at the temperatures, as Mark mentioned, it's still pretty mild 60s across Dane County and our entire area, currently seeing in the 60s, a little bit cooler as you get to the northern portion of the state. But take a look at the temperatures across the Midwest. Look off to the west near the Rockies and the Dakotas, where temperatures are in the 20s and teens for some locations. Now, we're not going to drop into the teens, but all that cold air is going to move into our area starting tomorrow. So we are going to see a big change in the temperatures. I want to point out, though, tomorrow morning is going to be pretty mild, but then tomorrow evening is going to be a lot colder. I'll have those details coming up a little bit later. Keep the umbrella handy, that's for sure. Yeah, we are going to see that rain continue for the morning as well, on top of the warmer temperatures. And then when the temperatures drop, the rain will also move out. All right, we'll check back. Jacob, thank you. Residents in Lewiston, Maine, surrounding areas are being told to shelter in place as the manhunt continues for the gunman who killed 18 people and injured 13 others last night. The mass shootings unfolded at two locations, a restaurant and a bowling alley. CBS News correspondent Bradley Blackburn has the latest from Lewiston.
Law enforcement officials are asking for the public's help to track down the gunman responsible for the deadly mass shooting in Lewiston, Maine.
If you see anything suspicious, please call us.
We have an active shooter. We have multiple injuries.
Police released these photos of a man walking into a bowling alley Wednesday night, pointing a weapon.
There was a loud pop.
This witness says he ran when the shots rang out.
I just booked it down the lane, and I slid basically into where the pins are and climbed up in the machine and was on top of the machines for about 10 minutes until the cops got there.
Police said they responded to a second shooting location at a bar and restaurant less than 4 miles away. Police have identified 40-year-old Robert Card as the suspect in the pair of shootings.
Mr. Card is considered armed and dangerous, and police advise that Maine people should not approach him under any circumstances.
Card is in the Army Reserves, but according to the Maine Information and Analysis Center, he is not a trained firearms instructor with the Reserves, as previously reported. He recently reported mental health issues and threatened to shoot up a National Guard base. He was committed to a facility for 2 weeks over the summer. Residents were told to stay locked in their homes while law enforcement officers search for the suspect. Schools are closed and people who live here are shaken.
You and me and all these people standing here, we all got a fear for our lives today.
Police also released a photo of the person of interest's vehicle that they recovered in a parking lot. Bradley Blackburn, CBS News, Lewiston, Maine.
And back in Madison, one person is injured after a shooting last night on the city's south side. It was reported around 9:30 near the Madison Metropolitan Sewerage District water treatment facility. Police have confirmed one person was taken to the hospital. No word on their condition. Officers think the shooting was targeted. They did not give a description of a suspect. A man charged in a deadly shooting from earlier this year at a Richland County campground is pleading not guilty. 62-year-old David Harp is charged with second-degree reckless homicide stemming from the death of 54-year-old Corby Neff. Neff was found with multiple gunshot wounds at the Bunker Hill campground near Casanova on May 25th. Harp was one of two people detained at the campground. The other person was released without being charged. A Monroe teenager is dead after crashing their vehicle into a tree. It happened a little after 3 p.m. yesterday at the intersection of the Theater Road and Freeport Road in the town of Jefferson. Investigators say the 17-year-old lost control of his vehicle, went into a ditch and hit a tree. The teen was pronounced dead at the scene. This is the 7th traffic-related death in Greene County this year. All lanes on I-90-94 are back open just north of the Wisconsin Dells after a semi-fire this morning. The fire was first reported at around 8:10 near mile markers 86. Multiple fire engines were at the scene. The lanes were closed for roughly an hour. To the Middle East now, where Israeli tanks and troops raided targets inside Gaza overnight ahead of a likely ground invasion. It comes as UN officials inside Gaza say they are about to run out of fuel there. That means their efforts to help civilians in the territory will have to be severely cut back. Fuel is in short supply. Israel accuses Hamas of hoarding it for military use.
We feel that we are not a part of human community. If we are subhuman, just tell us so we can take action by ourselves.
And this morning, the United Nations gave a stark warning saying nowhere is safe in Gaza. It comes as Netanyahu threatens to rain hellfire on Hamas. Over in Washington, there's no time for newly picked House Speaker Mike Johnson to celebrate. The lawmaker from Louisiana now faces a long list of legislative challenges. One of the tasks, a looming government shutdown if lawmakers don't act by November 17th. Johnson wants to pass all 12 spending bills before the deadline, but he and other GOP House members acknowledge another stopgap measure may be needed.
I do expect that my colleagues who are over here, who are very reticent about a CR or a temporary funding mechanism, to come a little more towards the mainstream.
House Republicans are also bitterly divided over whether to spend more money on the war in Ukraine. Some House Republicans want a separate bill for Ukraine, one that's not bundled with aid for Israel. There's more to come on News 3 Now at noon. The United Auto Workers Union reaches a deal with one of the big three automakers. This as the strike enters its 6th week. That's next in the Money Watch Report.
You're watching News 3 Now at noon.
Earn a 25-cent Hy-Vee fuel saver for every $50 you spend. That's a 25-cent fuel saver this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Only at Hy-Vee.
There's nothing better than a great night's sleep on a new Tempur-Pedic mattress from Steinhafels. The Tempur-Pedic Breeze is made with a one-of-a-kind cooling technology that pulls heat away from your body, making the mattress feel up to 10 degrees cooler. Right now, Queen Tempur-Pedic Breeze mattresses are only $83 per month when you use Steinhafels 72-month financing. Plus, get $300 in Steinhafels cash. Steinhafels is your sleep solution destination. Shop in-store or online at steinhafels.com.
The spring could just break. Precision is there to help.
We have fully stocked vehicles to fix any problem you'd have that same day. And we are all over the Madison area.
You're just one phone call away from getting your garage door fixed today.
Precision Door Service, a name you can trust.
Think all Medicare plans are the same? Think again. With Dean Health Plan, you can get the coverage you need with premiums as low as $0 a month. That includes medical, hospital, and prescription coverage with $0 copays for primary care doctor visits, plus extra benefits like comprehensive dental and savings on over-the-counter pharmacy items. Call 1-855-822-6173 now to request your free Dean Health Plan guide. Dean Health Plan, right here with you.
DePaco Credit Union works to ensure members are well on their way to living a life worth loving. We're committed to enhancing well-being and strengthening the cooperative through programs like thank yous. This year, DePaco members share more than $3.3 million in thank yous by saving, borrowing, and planning for the future. When we consistently work together to boost financial well-being, we power the credit union, creating brighter community for all. Not a member? Join the movement where member ownership pays. Visit a DePaco branch or join online at depaco.com.
This is you. And you are why we do what we do. Each and every one of you are wonderful, amazing people. So we'll treat you that way on your journey of trusted care. Because the way you, and you feel matters. Unity Point Health Meritor, a partner of UW Health, know how much you matter to this world.
Save big this Friday through Sunday at Hy-Vee. Whole boneless pork loin, just $1.77 a pound. Red grapes, just $1.98 a pound. And our special recipe brats or patties, 10 for only $10. Only at Hy-Vee.
The United Auto Workers and Ford have reached a tentative deal 6 weeks into the auto workers' strike against the big three U.S. car companies. The tentative agreement must be voted on and approved by Ford's more than 50,000 UAW employees. It includes a 25% wage increase over 4 years and better retirement benefits. The other two automakers, General Motors and Stellantis, said in statements that they are also continuing to work towards tentative agreements with the union. This week, Apple is raising the subscription price for Apple TV Plus and other services. Apple TV Plus subscribers will now pay $9.99 a month, $3 more than the previous price. This is the second price hike for Apple TV Plus since its launch in 2019. And while some people hate haunted houses this time of year, a new survey from Zillow found that nearly 70% of prospective home buyers would purchase a haunted house if its features checked all their boxes. In fact, nearly 30% of buyers said they would be more likely to buy a house if it were haunted. That's your CBS News Money Watch report. For more, log on to cbsmoneywatch.com. At the CBS Broadcast Center, I'm Jared Hill.
Checking Wall Street at the noon hour, the Dow Industrials down 230 points, the NASDAQ off 264, the S&P 500 down almost 50. Pam is not here today. We'll have the egg prices coming up along with Jacob's forecast. And then today on Live at 4, CBS travel editor Wendy Gillette goes on something called a cocktail foraging around the world.
The moms have a brand new show.
Are you having a great time?
I'm Mom So Hard Ladies Night. Saturday, November 18th at Ho Chunk Gaming, Wisconsin Dells. Tickets are on sale now through Ticketmaster. Ho Chunk Gaming, Wisconsin Dells.
Clearview Cabinetry starts as a kitchen built for right now and grows with you as life changes. It's flexible by design, so you can go from doors to drawers for storage that works at every stage of life. This Stoughton-style kitchen featuring bright white finish is $2,899 after rebate. Complete your project with countertops from Menards. With elegant to everyday options, we carry everything you need to beautify your home's decor. Get this laminate countertop starting at just $15.99 after rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
After 118 years, McGann Furniture is closing its doors. The owners are retiring. Shop now at McGann's Price Crash Going Out of Business sale and take an additional 25% off the already lowest marked sale price. Everything must go. Prices crashed on quality name brand furniture, bedding, dining room sets, and accessories. Free financing. All credit welcome. Special sale hours. Hurry in today to the Price Crash Going Out of Business sale at McGann Furniture, downtown Baraboo. You'll be glad you did.
Welcome back to Sam's Hot Takes. What's hot now? Spectrum One Stream. It's internet, unlimited mobile, advanced Wi-Fi, and this Xumo Stream Box free with Spectrum TV. It makes searching for shows and movies across live TV and streaming apps easy. It's streaming simplified.
Get internet for $49.99 a month, plus advanced Wi-Fi and your first line of unlimited mobile free for 12 months. Plus add Spectrum TV and get a free Xumo Stream Box for 12 months. Call 833-788-4999. Visit Spectrum.com or stop by a Spectrum store today.
Their harmony and great country music that brings people together. It's Rocket Club. Performing live Friday, November 17th at Ho Chunk Gaming, Wisconsin Dells. Tickets are on sale now through Ticketmaster. Ho Chunk Gaming, Wisconsin Dells.
On the Jennifer Hudson Show, Chelsea Handler has had it. I have people I want to be alone with, and I can't do that with my family. What kind of people you want to be alone with? You know what I'm talking about.
On the next Jennifer Hudson Show at 3.
Tomorrow, we visit a home in the 608 with Halloween decor that's to die for. We'll meet the mastermind behind it to find out what he might be plotting next.
And we'll start off mild tomorrow morning, but we'll be tracking some cooler weather during the afternoon. Join us in the morning between 4:30 and 7.
The Farm Report is sponsored by Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Pam Yankee from the Midwest Farm Report out of the radio barn today, so here are your farm numbers. Every 40 seconds, someone in the U.S. has a stroke, but health experts say they can be avoided. Mandy Gaither has 9 simple steps to help prevent strokes.
It's a leading cause of death and serious long-term disability in the U.S.
Stroke is actually much more common than we think.
Every 3 minutes and 14 seconds, someone dies of stroke in the U.S., according to the CDC. But addressing 9 risk factors can help prevent most strokes. It starts with keeping blood pressure in check. A healthy lifestyle and limiting salt intake to less than 2 grams per day can help. Diabetes is another risk factor. Control it with glucose-lowering medications, says Dr. Sidoni Abrikshi, a neurologist at Cleveland Clinic.
What we like to target in diabetic patients is a hemoglobin A1C of around 7%.
Next, Abrikshi says to control high cholesterol by taking statins or other medications. Fourth, be aware of atrial fibrillation, a risk factor for stroke that causes an irregular heartbeat.
They have to be on a strong blood thinner known as anticoagulation.
Getting sleep apnea treated is also key. Those suffering from the condition stop breathing for short periods during the night.
The main ways to prevent sleep apnea are weight loss, but also using a CPAP machine if it's moderate to severe.
Cut out smoking and limit alcohol intake to 1 drink or less a day. Both are major risk factors for stroke, as is what you eat. Abrikshi recommends a diet rich in fruits and veggies, nuts, and lean protein. And finally, get your heart rate up at least 4 times a week for 20 to 30 minutes a day. For Health Minute, I'm Mandy Gaither.
The warning signs that signal stroke include drooping of the face, arm weakness, and slurred speech. If anyone is experiencing these signs, call 911 immediately. Temperatures much colder this weekend. Jacob is back with the forecast.
Thanks, Mark. Before the temperatures cool down, we are going to continue to see that rainfall through tomorrow morning. But then once the rain stops, the temperatures will also begin to fall, as they will fall throughout the afternoon tomorrow. And then over the weekend, it's going to be a lot colder with very cold temperatures by the time Halloween rolls around. So looking at the current radar, seeing some pretty consistent rain moving into Dane County as well as areas to the south and west. Looking more closely at Madison, pretty much the entire Madison area, seeing some light to moderate rain at this hour. And as I mentioned, also some decent rain to the southwest of Madison around Platteville, and also a good portion of Lafayette into Greene County. So we are going to continue to see this rain move off to the northeast and continue to impact Dane County and the rest of our area over the next couple of hours. Now, looking at the rainfall we've seen so far, we haven't seen a ton of rainfall, but we have seen a decent amount, especially for Madison and places south, with the heaviest occurring way off to our north in the central portion of the state, where some areas have seen plenty of rainfall. Not as much as we had about 2 weeks ago with that a system that brought up to 3 inches of rain for parts of our area, but still some decent rainfall. Not a lot of changes to the drought monitor that was released this week. Maybe we'll see some more next week. So looking at future casts, we are going to continue to see that rain throughout the afternoon and evening. It'll be a bit more broken up tonight, but I still expect to see some scattered showers and storms across our area, and it will continue forward tomorrow morning. So here's 10 a.m., 64 in Madison. Then by the time we get to the afternoon, this is 2:30 p.m., 53 is the temperature in Madison, as the clouds will begin to clear out. And then by the evening, we will be in the 40s. And then for the overnight hours tomorrow, we're going to drop into the 30s with possible snow for parts of our area during the day tomorrow, with much of the snow staying way off to the north. But we could definitely see some flurries for any part of our area. Flurries are a possibility. So it will be cold enough to snow. And comparing that to the temperature right now, it's going to be a sharp decrease. And here are the temperature trends over the next 10 days. It's going to get even colder for the beginning of the work week, with highs only in the upper 30s for Monday and Tuesday. And Tuesday is Halloween, so we have put out an alert day because of the cold temperatures. You know, this isn't anything unprecedented, but considering the timing of this cold, when a lot of people are out trick-or-treating, bundle up. It's going to be very cold, and it's also going to be a bit breezy, so those temperatures may feel a bit colder than what they actually are, as they'll mostly be in the middle 30s, possibly 20s for a few locations. Now, for your weekend, we are going to see those temperatures drop, as I mentioned, but we also have a small chance of rain, not as significant as the rain we're seeing right now, but some of this rain could be mixed in with snow over the weekend. Now, it's going to be pretty dry for much of next week, but as I mentioned, it's going to be cold, as those temperatures will slowly warm up as we head towards the following weekend, but not as warm as what it is right now. So We're going to see plenty of cold temperatures upcoming, so we have about 24 more hours of mild weather. But unfortunately, during that whole time, it could possibly be raining. So get ready for the cold. These will definitely be the coldest temperatures of the year. Those overnight lows will drop into the lower 20s. And like I mentioned, could definitely see our first snowflakes of the year, but we're not expecting to see any accumulation.
Well, it's almost November. It's that time of year.
Yeah. Wednesday's
right,
November.
Yes, that's right. Thank you, Jacob. A massive pumpkin made of Legos has set a new world record just in time for Halloween. Take a look. Officials at Legoland in Denmark spent about 3 weeks creating the 8 feet by 5 feet pumpkin using 100,000 Lego bricks. It's one of about 12,000 Lego Halloween figures at the theme park, including mice, spiders, and mushrooms. Visitors are invited to build their own spooky characters, which will be on display at the Pumpkin Field until November 5th.
We have an exhibition down there where they are like a gallery for all of the period, and we want to build the biggest Lego pumpkin field ever made.
The theme park, which opened in 1968, is located in Billund, Denmark, the town where Legos were invented in 1932. It's the third most visited attraction in the country. There's more to come on News 3 Now at noon. I'm next. Let's see what Howard is working on in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen.
Crunchy, salty. Ooh, it's so good. Join me today as we have a pumpkin-licious time.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Oakmont Senior Community in Verona for active seniors 55 plus is now offering 1 month free rent and 1 year free heated parking with every new 1-bedroom rental. Visit our Fall Festival open house November 1st for a tour or call Demery today.
The next generation of streaming is here. Introducing Spectrum One Stream with Spectrum Internet delivering fast and reliable speeds, advanced Wi-Fi for enhanced security on your devices, Spectrum Mobile with unlimited talk, text, and data, and now TV with the all-new Zumo Stream Box. Get Spectrum One Stream with Internet for $49.99 a month, plus free advanced Wi-Fi, a free unlimited Spectrum Mobile line, and the Zumo Stream Box, free when you add Spectrum TV. Call 833-976-4999. With Spectrum and Zumo, all your favorites are brought together in one place. Use the voice remote to search across live TV, on-demand movies and shows, and the most popular streaming apps to watch what you want faster and easier than ever. It's streaming simplified. Get Spectrum One Stream with Internet, advanced Wi-Fi, mobile, and now TV. Go to spectrum.com/stream, a Spectrum store, or call 833-976-4999.
Are record energy costs putting a squeeze on your fixed or limited incomes? With inflation rising at record levels and incomes not keeping pace, you might be one of tens of thousands of Wisconsin residents who are struggling to survive in the blistering heat of summer or the bitter cold of winter. While you haven't asked for it, the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund and your local energy assistance providers are here to help. No Wisconsin resident should ever have to face the challenge of living without heat or power or face homelessness. For a hand up, apply today and call 1-800-506-5596. That's 800-506-5596. Or visit www.kwwf.org.
Oakmont Senior Community in Verona for active seniors 55 plus is now offering 1 month free rent and 1 year free heated parking with every new 1-bedroom rental. Visit our Fall Festival open house November 1st for a tour or call Demery today.
I just finished carving my pumpkin, and I have a bowl of seeds and the meat, the gooey part of the pumpkin. So what I want to do is I want to separate the fleshy part from the seeds so we can roast them. And a little secret that I found, if you take the bowl and you fill it with water, what happens is the pumpkin seeds will actually float to the top. Then we just stir that around, and then with our hands, we can just take them off, put them in a colander to make sure they're strained well. But this is a lot easier than trying to fish it out one by one, that's for sure. Now we dump these onto a baking sheet. And if you have a little bit of the pumpkin like you see, that's not a problem at all. We just spread these out, drizzle them with a little bit of olive oil, or you could use butter, that's up to you. A little bit of salt. You can use pepper, you can use cinnamon, so whatever you really want. Maybe you want to make them a little spicy, that's up to you. Stir them around, make sure you get a nice single layer, and then into a 350-degree oven. It goes for about 35 to 40 minutes.
Do these ever look good or what? And to think, some people just throw those out. Why would you? When these are so easy to make. Maybe top our salads or soups with them. To get the recipe for our spicy roasted pumpkin seeds, all you have to do is go to our website.
I'm just gonna sneak some. Crunchy, salty. Ooh, it's so good.
It's time to introduce you to our pet of the week. Meet Sir Cadillac. This adult cat was found in the engine of a car earlier this month. Guess what kind? He's very friendly and loves playing with toys and munching on snacks. While Sir Cadillac is not big on being picked up, he does like to climb onto laps. He's looking for a new home to explore and a family to spoil him with lots of affection. Stop in to see him today. Head to the Marquette Hotel Cafe this Saturday for breakfast and help the Humane Society from 8 to 2. 50% of purchases will be donated to the Humane Society. There will be breakfast specials and treats for the pups. For more information, visit giveshelter.org/events. Last week's pet, Belle the rabbit, has an adoption hold. Dart the dog, featured a week before, and Vita the dog, featured 3 weeks ago, have all been adopted. That is great news. If you're interested in adopting Sir Cadillac or checking out all the other animals at the Dane County Humane Society, go to giveshelter.org. And here's Jacob with one final check of the forecast.
Thanks, Mark. Still seeing plenty of rainfall across our area, especially for those of you in Madison and areas to the south. The rain is expected to move off to the north and east over the next couple of hours, so places off to the north of Madison will likely see some rain before the day is up as well, but expect to see some rain continuously for the next couple of hours. Now, we are going to see dry and much cooler conditions for next week, as highs will only be in the 30s and lows will be in the 20s. We have the alert day for Halloween simply because while it's not unprecedented cold, the timing of the cold is very unfortunate, as it will be in the 30s during trick-or-treating.
All right. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you back here at 4 o'clock. In the meantime, have a great afternoon.